Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ankeecodeverse. Let's dive into classes, structure and enum today. Before we start explore the core concept of Swift programming, don't forget to subscribe the channel. So, what is a class? A class is user-defined data type that encapsulates data and methods that operates on that data. It serves as the blueprint for creating objects. Objects are the instance of classes and they encapsulate data and functionality within the application. It represents the real world entity and has its own unique state like property, value, and behavior like methods. In this example, the car class defined the blueprint for a car, including the properties make, model, year. Make, model, and year are properties representing attribute of the car. They store information about the car, make like brand, model, and manufacturing year. The init methods is the initializer or constructor. It is called when an instance of class is created. It set initial value of the make, model, and year properties based on the programmer passed to it. Start engine is a method of the car class. When called, it print a message indicating that the engine has started. In this code, define a blueprint for creating car objects in Swift where each car has specific attributes like make, model, year, and can perform actions with the start the engine function. Next is what is structure? A structure is a value type that allow you to encapsulate related properties and behavior into the single unit. Structure are defined using a struct keyword. Structure are commonly used to model simple data type or objects that don't require complex inheritance or reference semantics. Similar to classes, structure can have properties and methods, but they have some key differences like value type and no inheritance. Value type structures are value type, which means when you create a new instance of a structure, it gets copied when assigned to a new variable or passed as an argument to a function. Each instance is dependent of others. No inheritance. Unlike class structure do not support inheritance. You cannot create a new structure that inherit properties or behavior from an existing one. Explain with the example of structure. Properties x and y are properties of the structure representing the coordinates of a point into two-dimension space. Method display coordinate is a method that print the coordinates of the point when called. Method in structures are function associated with a structure that can operate on its properties. This structure encapsulates the concept of point in a two-dimension space which properties representing its coordinate x and y, and a method to display those coordinates. Structure are useful for organizing and modeling simple data type in a Swift programming. Next is what is enum? An enum is a custom data type that allow you to define a group of related value. Enums are used to represent a set of possible cases or options, provide a way to define name value for a particular type. Declaration. Enum are declared using the enum keyword in many programming languages. Member of an enum are the named value it can have. Each member represents a unique constant. Enum value can be assigned to variables or constant and they are initialized using dot notation. There are many types of the enums like associated values. Enum can have associated values allowing to them a carry additional data. This is particular useful when each enum case may have different associated information. Row values. Enum can have row values which are predefined values that are associated with each enum case. Row value must be a same type. Switch statement. Enums are often used in a switch statements for handling different cases. Now moving on the difference between classes, structure and enums. Classes, structure and enums are three different constructs in programming, each serving distinct purpose. Here are some key differences between them. First is nature. Class has reference type. Instances are passed by reference, supports inheritance, has deinitializer for cleanup, support typecasting, for example, upcasting and downcasting. Structure has value type, instance are passed by value, for example, copied, and that does not support inheritance, has a member wise initializer by default, no deinitializer in struct. Enums. Enums are value type, instance are passed by value, limited inheritance through associated value, may have raw value or associated value. Enum cases are not directly accessible. You work with instances of the enum. Second, inheritance. Classes support inheritance can have subclasses that inherit properties and behaviors. Structure. Structure does not support inheritance. No concept of subclassing and superclasses. Enums limited inheritance through associated value cannot inherit from other enums or types. Mutability. Classes instances are mutable by default. Reference semantics allow modification after creation. Structure instances are immutable by default. Use where for mutable instance. Enums can be mutable or immutable depending on associated value and raw value. Memory management. Classes allocated on the heap, reference counting for memory management. Structure allocated on a stack or inlined in other data structures. Automatic memory management without reference counting. Enum similar to struct allocated on the stack or inlined. Memory management depend on the associated or raw value. Use cases. Class used for complex object oriented scenarios when you need reference semantics, dynamic behavior, and typecasting. Structure used for simple data structure and modeling when you prefer value semantics and immutability. Lightweighted data type. Enums used for modeling a set of related values representing cases or options when you want to work with a fixed set of possibilities. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the upcoming video. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe with your iOS group. Thank you.